Hi everyone, welcome back to Healthy Share with Claire. So basically the things I've been loving over the past few weeks, I'm going to let you guys in on them. These are the things that I've really been using a lot this week, or maybe that I've gone back and, have fallen back in love with these items. So the first thing I'm going to share with you is garbanzo beans, which are also known as chickpeas. So this is the can. I do use canned chickpeas for the most part. You can cook them on the stovetop or pressure cooker, but for convenience purposes, I kind of just like using the canned variety. The nutritional, difference isn't that much of a difference to choose the non-canned over the canned. However, consuming, the freshest foods possible in their purest, most whole form is, ideal. But when you're in a hurry and you really don't have the patience to cook chickpeas for an hour to an hour and a half on the stovetop, it's okay to use canned. But if you can cook them on the stovetop, definitely do it because that is a little bit healthier for you. So the nutritional value of chickpeas is really wonderful because they contain a very nice, healthy amount of plant-based protein. So for a half cup serving, you get 6 grams of protein. It also contains a lot of fiber, so 6 grams per half cup serving, which is awesome. Here it says it's 23% of the recommended daily value. And some of that fiber is insoluble, so it goes through your digestive system, to the large intestine, to the colon, undigested. But so it's really great for colon health. They've been known to be really great for cardiovascular health as well. Studies have shown that they lower the bad cholesterol, LDL, triglycerides, so they're really great for the heart, which is wonderful as well. Wonderful for weight management because studies have also shown that people feel really satiated or full, satisfied after consuming chickpeas, so it helps you to kind of control your appetite and the caloric intake. So anyways, garbanzo beans are wonderful. They have a nutty-like flavor. They're kind of buttery. They're super delicious. I used to not like chickpeas so much, but they've really grown on me the more that I've changed my diet. So chickpeas are common in Middle Eastern dishes or Indian dishes. You can find them in curries or even hummus, which is a very popular one. So it's pretty much the main ingredient for hummus. So you can put chickpeas in anything. You can roast them if you want to, which is what I've been doing. I make a mean chickpea, currant, and walnut salad, which is just so delicious. It has a nice little bite to it, a nice kick to it thanks to the lemon and the Dijon mustard that I put in it. I have a recipe on my blog, so I'll post that link below. It's so good. You can put it in between bread or have it by itself. Okay, so my second thing is foundation. So sorry guys, actually I was gonna say this is for the ladies, but it could be for the guys or girls, either, right? So my favorite foundation of all time that I've been using for years is the Hourglass Immaculate foundation. It's mattifying, it's oil-free. You can get it at Sephora or on the Hourglass Cosmetics website. It is expensive, but it's the one thing I splurge on for myself. I don't splurge on much else. It's $55. I know it's a lot, but like I said, I don't, splurge on much of anything else. So I'm actually a very frugal person. So this is the one thing I love, and I love it because it doesn't break me out. It keeps my skin in check, the oil in check, because I have very oily skin, very acne prone skin, which is the reason I changed to a healthier diet and lifestyle anyway. It really does absorb oil. It feels weightless on the skin. It's got like an airy kind of feel. It's kind of like a mousse-like texture. You only need a pump per use. Very great coverage. So I have a lot of hyperpigmentation from acne. So they're not scars, but they're red marks that are left behind after acne heals. And they linger for a long time, especially on my skin. So this is great for covering those marks. I do have to use a little concealer. I use the Josie Maran concealer a little bit after to cover up some spots that weren't covered completely by this foundation, but for the most part, it covers super well. It's like a medium to full coverage, I would say, and I use it year round, so it's not drying at all, it's not flaky, it doesn't contain parabens, phthalates, gluten, it's vegan, no animal testing, no synthetic fragrance or dyes, so it's, one of the most effective but healthier foundations that I've ever used. It's really hard to find that whole package, so that's why I've stuck with it. That's why I'm so loyal to it. The reason it's so great for oily skin is because it contains a clay that actually, I have my handy dandy phone here to help me here. The clay absorbs 75% of its weight in sebum while retaining the skin's natural moisture. So it's pretty high tech, this stuff. But yeah, anyways, I love it. It gives you like a velvet matte finish. It's long lasting. I don't have to touch up at all during the day. And like I said, I have very oily skin, so that's a big deal for me. This one I've really stuck with just because it's perfect. It's everything I need in a foundation. So, and I use the shade Pearl. So that's it. So the third item is a book, actually. It's called Crazy Sexy Diet by Chris Carr. I don't know if you all have heard of her, but she is a wonderful, amazing, inspiring woman. She's an author, she's a motivational speaker, they call her a wellness warrior. She is the author of the best-selling book, Crazy Sexy Cancer Tips, and she also has an award-winning TLC documentary about cancer, so she's a cancer survivor. She's very passionate about the plant-based lifestyle and diet, and that's what this is all about, so she's vegan. And she gives a lot of wonderful tips in this book, a lot of wonderful information, a lot of great facts. I refer back to this book all the time. She talks about the dangers of sugar, she talks about inflammation, she talks about gluten-free living, she talks about digestion, juicing, meditation, supplements. She includes a lot of commentary in the book from doctors and other experts in the field that are highly respected. Basically tips on how to live a plant-based life and how to eat, what to eat, and the benefits for you, for the planet, for animals. And so I love it. It's one of my favorite books because it's an easy-ish read. It's complicated information, but she puts it in a way that is just easy for the average human being to understand. Those of us who are not doctors or scientists. Her way of writing, her style of writing is so fun and cute and quirky, and it's just a really, really fun read. So you're reading like serious information that could easily be boring, and I've read a lot of boring wellness books, but this one is so much fun to get through. Like, you want to read it and you want to keep going back and reading it because the information is so wonderful. It's enjoyable. My last and final item, drumroll, are my granola bars. So I think this probably is my favorite out of all my favorites. Well, I can't say that. That's like choosing a favorite child, which I can't. I love them all so much, but maybe this one like a little bit more, like this much more. I don't know. These are the granola bars that I made. They're on my blog too, so you can check out that post. I'll post the link below, as always. So these are the granola bars. I call them the NoBake Chewy Chocolate Granola Bars, and they're really easy to make. They're so good for you, unlike most of the granola bars out today. There's actually nutrients in here to fuel and nourish your body, unlike other granola bars that just have oil or chocolate, salt, maybe a little bit of like nuts or seeds, but they've probably been like highly roasted and salted, and so there's like no nutritional value left. So these are really good for you. There's seeds, there's gluten-free oats, cinnamon, dates, peanut butter or almond butter, coconut nectar, almonds, sunflower seeds, just so much good stuff for you. A great snack. I've made 3 batches of these because I wanted to get them perfect. I finally got a perfect batch, but we have pretty much gone through all 3 of those batches in my house because they're so good. They're chewy, a little bit chocolatey. Oh, they have cacao nibs in them. They do get kind of sticky at room temperature. They might fall apart a little bit at room temperature, so I like them straight out of the freezer. If you can keep them cool, that's ideal, but if you can't, that's okay too. They're still gonna be super good. As always, refined sugar-free, gluten-free, vegan, so delicious and good for you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. All links to everything will be below. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook, follow me, where else? Pinterest, Instagram. I will see y'all next time. Bye. Yeah, basically they are a Middle Eastern food, so I don't know if that's important to mention. That's boring stuff. I'm gonna skip that. She is the author of the best-selling book, Crazy She also includes a lot of excerpts and commentary from doctors that are also what's the word I'm looking for? This happens to me a lot. It's hard for me to think of words sometimes. I'm looking for a word. What word am I looking for? Highly respected. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to get through a video here, man. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm good.